Hello everybody, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this Maymay's Cafe macaron squishy. But before I get started, I'd like to ask you guys a question. Would you guys like to see a tutorial on this Puni-Maru pancake? I made the butter design as you can see, but I'm planning to make a tutorial on the blueberry end. So if you guys are interested, please comment down below. So on with the video. So as I mentioned before, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this Maymay's Cafe squishy tutorial. And I think overall it turned out pretty cute. And I made the chocolate design, but you can substitute it for any other flavor. Here's the tag. And it's pretty squishy considering it is made out of a makeup sponge. So without further ado, let's get started. So as I mentioned earlier, you're going to need one makeup sponge, and also drew this panda template that I found off the internet. And then I went over many times with my pencil. And now I'm going to apply some pressure onto the paper so that the pencil lead transfers onto the makeup sponge. So when you take it off, the pencil lead should be transferred onto the makeup sponge. And now I'm using my scissors and I'm just going to cut around it. This part is not going to be easy since it is a makeup sponge, but you'll get a hang of it, I guess, eventually. As you can see, it's really rough right now, but don't worry about it, it will be smoothing it out later. So right now I'm going to smooth it out and round up the edges and just cut off any rough edges. I find that makeup sponges are really hard to like cut and shape, but yeah. So here is what it turns out after I started smoothing it out a little bit. It's still really rough, but that's okay. Now we're gonna make it so that it's rounded on the edges. So I'm just gonna snip the sides of it so I create more of a 3D puffy looking effect. And now to make the belly part, or like the stomach, to be puffier, I'm going to be snipping the center and filling it with stuffing. This just makes it so that the macaron is more puffy looking in the middle rather than flat, because we don't want flat macarons or macaroons. And I'm just cutting it, and just be careful with the step because you could rip the makeup sponge. And just create a big enough opening so that there's enough room for the stuffing to fit inside, just like this. And here is, you only need a little bit of stuffing. A little bit goes a long way. And I'm just gonna stick it inside and try to stick it in the center so that the little belly part becomes all nice and circular. Okay, so I'm using some tacky glue. You use hot glue or E6000, anything will do. And I'm gonna glue around the edges so to seal up the edges. And then just pinch it so that it will be completely sealed. And I got a lot of glue on my hands in this part, but you know, every crafter gets messy, so I started using one hand because the other one got filled with, like, it was really messy. My hands were like filled with glue. It was really sticky, but anyways, I'm trimming off the little excess pieces of stuffing that's sticking out, and in order for it to dry more easily, I'm using some binder clips. So once it's completely done, it should look something like this. Now the middle section is a lot more 3D and poofy, or puffy, just like this. Right, now it's time to paint. So I use white puffy paint, but you could skip this step. I decided to have a layer of puffy paint so that the squishy would be a little bit more squishy, because if you skip this step, the makeup sponge will not be that squishy. And also my makeup sponge was an off-white color, so I just wanted to make it more white. And next I'm making the filling. I'm pretty sure there's a pink filling, or like strawberry something, and then a vanilla filling, which is yellow, but I decided to make the chocolate one. So I'm using brown puffy paint to go around the sides. And now I'm making the bow with air dry clay and just gluing it on. paint on the eyes and the little tail on the back, and you're done. So now I'm just making the tag. I found the picture off of Google for my reference, and I just went from there. And I'm using color pencils and crayons to color it. And if you're wondering what this paper is, it's an index card. Index cards are just a lot thicker than regular paper, and plus I find the size really convenient. So I'll just cut it out, fold it in half, like so. And also created a slit down the center so I could stick in the tag part. And now I'm using my scissors and just rounding off the edges. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit out of frame here. This was like a different angle. Just so here's the finished tag. You can clear tape it, do anything you want. Yep. So here is the finished product. I think it turned out pretty cute. I like how the face turned out for once. The other one, as you can see, the one I used as my reference, the one I made in the past, the face was a little bit like messed up, but you know. So here's the tag once more. And yeah, so if you guys want to see a tutorial on the Puni-Maru pancake, just leave a comment down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.